Hey guys, Tony Two Smokes from Wise Guys Barbecue, and we're here today to talk about wood chips. What's reality and what's a myth? Now, as you can see, we have some wood chips here when we're gonna smoke. We do have some in the bucket, we'll show you in a couple of minutes, but why? Why do you do that? So one reason why we actually put the chips in the water is so they can soak up some moisture. Now, when they go on the fire, they do smolder it a little bit, but what they do is they actually keep the fire going longer, right? Because if you put a dry piece of wood on a fire, just like a fire pit, what's gonna happen? Poof, it's just gonna go up in smoke. So the reason we do put a little bit in the water is so it can reduce the temperature of it, but it will last so the smoke gets better. Now, it is true that when you put a wet piece of wood on it, it will give you a quick little instant smoke more than normal, but then it'll mellow itself out. And the good thing too is it's good for long smokes. So if you do multiple hours, the longer it is, the better. And it also reduces flare-ups, because just like a fire pit, again, think of that, you're in your backyard having something to drink and you throw another piece of wood on the fire, what happens? It just automatically explodes with all the oxygen. So we don't want that, because flare-ups are no good. It can cause the grill to really go hot, and if there's a piece of meat in that area, it could really singe it and just destroy the flavor, and you don't want to destroy the flavor of the meat. What we're going to do here is we're going to show you. So they've been soaking for a little bit. I do mine about 20 minutes, and as you can see, it's just, you know, some water. I just kind of pull them all out, and I'll just shake them off a little bit, but you can just see here the difference. Just the same type, there's both the same wood, but you can see the difference in what it is and what happens. Now, one thing too is that the misconception is when you put a piece of wood and you soak it and then you put it into the fire, by soaking it, it takes out all the bad stuff, takes out all the toxins. That's not true. It's all in the wood. So you want the best clean wood you can get, but if it comes with toxins, whether you wet it or not, it's gonna be the same. So that's why you wanna get good clean wood so you don't have that issue. Also, one other one is they say, well, if you wet it, it's not gonna burn completely. The wood is never gonna burn completely. That's not true. When you put some basic chips in that are dry, they are gonna flare up and they are gonna just kinda, you know, cook till it's done. With the wet, it will flare up a hair, but then it's just gonna keep smoldering until all the moisture's out. Once the moisture of the wood is out, then it acts just like the normal dry wood. So that's the misconception as well. It'll always continue, and then it will eventually burn completely off. The third one that we're gonna talk about is flavor. A lot of people think that by soaking the wood, you don't get a lot of flavor. It's better to use the regular wood unsoaked. Well, again, sorry, that's not true. When you do use the soaked wood, the flavor does last longer because the wood is smoldering, it's not on fire, and it's not being taken out really quickly. So with those wood chips smoked and while they're wet, it will provide more flavor over time because it lasts longer. It's the same type of flavor, it just lasts longer. So again, think of it this way: if you put regular wood in and you only did it once and it lasted for half an hour, you get a half an hour's worth of smoke. If you use the wood that we wet and you put it in and it lasts for 2 hours, you have 2 hours of smoke. Same amount of smoke, just over a half an hour or over 2 hours. So that's the difference. So again, thank you very much. Make sure you like, click, and share. And again, thank you again, Tony Two Smokes from Wise Guys Barbecue.